Yeah, yes, that is for us a big challenge, of course. We are not known for having the cheapest equipment, but we work a lot with models proving that we have a very good cost of ownership calculation. So it is really a matter of showing the whole total picture for the coming 10 or 15 years, and then make clear that you can also save money by lower maintenance or by a more effective production. Well, fleet owners, that's a subject on itself. That is, everyone in the retreading industry agrees that retreading is more economical. Nevertheless, there is a tendency also always with people looking what money they have in the pocket and just go for the cheapest tire, also non-retreadable. That is one aspect. For a retreader, there is a more industrial environment, but we still have situations. Yeah, our equipment needs, of course, a certain volume of tires and a certain standardization also of tires. So there's a lot of talking about consolidation of the number of retreaders. What we have seen in America, North America and Europe, that if you have less retreaders handling in total the same volume, then you have more volume per retreader, and then you create a base for our equipment, for our modern. Exact. So we are not so much afraid about numbers, reading that the numbers of retreaders is reducing. That as such is for us not a threat. It can even be a good sign. I just heard this morning that there's not yet much consolidation going on in India, for instance. And well, that is what we need. We need less retreaders, or not necessarily less, but we need retreaders doing more volume. And then we can easily make our calculation. Perhaps also the Indian tire makers also have at least ambitions or plans to go further in retreading. What we feel the retreading market is needing is the more mature situation we have seen in for instance, North America, where you have a few players doing the technology supply to the individual retreaders and have a cooperation on franchise basis. That's also for us easier to handle because we have a rather limited program of machines for the retreading industry. So we prefer to talk with specialists, and handling from our organization all the thousands individual retreaders is difficult. So we would also prefer to see that a few main players act as technology suppliers and as material suppliers, and that they take care of the good education and also looking at the working standards in these retreading plants. No. We don't, because well, we have a certain, we strive to have a certain standard quality. Of course, we do have here and there a budget solution where we have a reduced capacity, for instance, but that is not necessarily only for Asia. There are also retreaders with a smaller volume in Europe and in North America. So yes, we do have budget solutions more or less, but they're not specifically for Asia. I can imagine that in Asia you have also retreaders with enormous volume, and they should have the same equipment. No, we do not have a difference. If we just talk about retreading equipment, because our company is doing also a lot of things in the tire industry, well, we think and we hope that the retreading industry has seen the worst. The last 10 years was very difficult since the crisis, and also now the upcoming tire makers, especially the dumped tires from China, have made it difficult economically for the retreaders. We think and we hope that we have seen the end of this, and that we now can go ahead and even on the long run see retreading happening in China. So yes, there is a lot of talking about recycling and so on. That is also a solution. At the end you have to get rid of your tires. But before that, I think, especially for truck and bus tires, you first have to at least have them worn out 3 or even 4 treads. That would be the most economical and also the most environmentally friendly solution. I think so, yes. The best thing would be that that the tire industry was forced to produce tires which are retreadable, which are, of course, the known brands even in India and China are retreadable. This is not only the thing about Chinese tires is a little bit confusing. There are also good tires from China. There's also very good tires from India. There's also very good tires from the Western world. But there are tires in China specifically that are hardly or not retreadable. A regulation enforcing that would be helpful. Well, we are in contact, of course, our company is in contact with all the main tire makers for truck tire production and for car tire production. But we also see now ambitions for making the whole retreading activities more professional. So we would like to be their partners in be helpful to roll out our more advanced equipment for tire retreading. In China, the challenge is that it is a very lively economy. There are always companies that tend to copy solutions, whereas you cannot sell something which is secret. You have to sell it, but that is sometimes a difficult choice. But we have no other choice than to go there and always be ahead of competitors, whatever